Did you know right now Goodyear Eagles are on sale? You know, Goodyear, take me home. Yeah, well, anyway, Goodyear retailers are giving away a 4th tire free when you buy 3 high-performance Eagle GTs or great-looking Eagle ST radials at regular prices. Buy 3 and the 4th is free. See your Goodyear retailer about it. Goodyear Eagles, buy 3, the 4th tire's free. Oh, sale ends April 11th.
Goodyear, take me home.
WBGK, the best music. WBGK, the worst call letters. 95.7 FM WBGK. You'll remember our music.
Look at those GMC trucks, vans, pickups, Jimmys, 2- and 4-wheel drive, even medium-duty trucks.
They're ready for immediate delivery at Rank & Son, the big Buick GMC store.
You know what really irritates me? A bank with inconvenient hours. Tri-City banks are open late on weekdays and on Saturdays until 2.
Back at the world's most famous arena. We were just talking about that. 19,591 capacity here at Madison Square Garden. The Garden, of course, built in 1958. This is the 4th building on the 3rd site in New York. We're underway, 3rd period, the Bucks.
68, right? It was in 68 because...
for this building?
Yeah, I think I played in the first game here. First pro game.
Was there a garden before that?
Oh, the old
on
garden.
Another site, 1958 for the garden, right?
Huh. No, the old
older
garden was built in
right,
1858.
Okay.
I just remember when we played in here the first time, you couldn't shower. The showers weren't even ready, and the scoreboard went out. But we had a professional game here.
24-second clock goes off. There's a question of whether... Well, Lee Jones said the ball was knocked out of bounds, so they'll reset and give the Bucks 5 seconds on the clock. Terry Cummings off the screen. Missing. And Cartwright has it in the corner. Let's see if we can pick up any changes in strategy here on the part of the Knicks offensively. Well, that's not one that they talked about.
No.
Kenny Walker walking.
Walker's struggling tonight also. He's had some fouls he didn't like. He's had a few turnovers.
The Bucks start the offense wide. That's a 3, but it won't go. A whistle underneath on Kenny Walker. And that is his 4th foul, so Walker and Brewer both with 4 now.
And the night not getting any better for Walker.
4 on Kenny Walker.
68-42, Milwaukee. Sigma posted up on Cartwright. He takes the drop step and hits the shot.
Well, the Knicks giving no double-team help on Sigma. They want to let Cartwright just play him head up.
Jack has 11 points, and the lead is back to 28 again. That's the Bucks' biggest lead of the game. They had it once in the first half. 28 points. Loose. And it will stay on this end. Chris McNeely coming in. 7 on the shot clock for the Knicks. Walker goes out with those 4 fouls. Walker has just 3 points in the game. Anderson gets it right back. The 3 won't go for him. Cummings has the rebound. Game number 30 on our televised schedule of regular season Bucks games. We'll be with you in the playoffs. Where have the 30 games gone, John? It seems like we just started. Cummings off the glass. Cummings has 15. You'll want to make sure you're around for tonight's Super 18 Miller Lite 4th quarter shootout. Tonight's participant, of course, will have the opportunity to win a 19-inch color television set and a Bucks warm-up jacket.
Whoa, Matador D pays off for 2.
All right, a turnover and 2 for the Bucks. Lucas has 11. How about taking part in the 4th quarter shootout? Just send us a card. Good work by the Bucks. They forced the turnover. Pressey and Lucas. Send us a postcard. 4th quarter shootout. Post Office Box 1818 Milwaukee 53201. We'll show you how that works in the 4th period tonight. Lucas for 3. He's 1 for 3 tonight from bonus land. Henderson Fouled by Lucas.
Well, that's what the Knicks need more of, forcing the Bucks into misses and then get into quick, fast-court basketball. Henderson, with good penetration and excellent quickness, can do that.
Henderson is 3 of 5 from the line tonight. An 84% free throw shooter on the year. They offered him a captaincy. Bob Hill said, "I'd like you to be one of my tri-captains." Henderson turned it down and said, "Now's not the time. But maybe next year in training camp he'll take it over." That's the kind of impact he's had since coming over to the Knicks. Ricky Pierce hits a nice long jump shot. Ricky has 20 points in the game. And the Knicks call a timeout. Bob Hill wants to talk about it. It's 76-44. 32 points. The Bucks lead on the Bucks Television Network.
Ladies and gentlemen.
At Wild Toyota, we're celebrating our grand opening with big savings. Savings on our absolute largest selection of Toyotas ever. Savings on trucks. Right now at Wild Toyota, you can buy a two-wheel drive truck as low as $149 down and $149 a month. That's $149 a month and you own it. Plus, we'll include a truck cap or bed liner. Savings on four-wheel drive trucks as low as $199 down and $199 a month. Savings galore on trucks, and more trucks at the all-new expanded Wild Toyota, the dealer to remember.
I'm Ed Marinaro, and I'm going to talk to you about Miller High Life. But first, I wanted to talk to the people who make it.
It's a natural process. No shortcuts. We don't cut corners. It's regular malt, Ed. Ingredient for most beers.
It's dark roasted barley malt. This is what makes our beer nice and dark.
You really can see the difference.
We have people who have pride in their work. Therefore, we get a quality product.
You can see the clearness and the purity of it.
And I like to see what I'm drinking.
I met a lot of good people, proud people, who really care about what they do. Now, is that the American way, or what?
Did you know right now Goodyear Eagles are on sale? You know, Goodyear, take me home. Yeah, well, anyway, Goodyear retailers are giving away a 4th tire free when you buy 3 high-performance Eagle GTs or great-looking Eagle ST radials at regular prices. Buy 3 and the 4th is free. See your Goodyear retailer about it. Goodyear Eagles, buy 3, the 4th tire's free. Oh, sale ends April 11th.
Goodyear, take me home.
Try my new Cover Coat satin that covers any color, even black, in just 1 coat or your money back.
Try Cover Coat today, just $5.99, only at Saxon.
The Bucks are in control, 76-44, 9:07 to go in the 3rd period with the Knicks. We have a final score, John. New Jersey has beaten Boston 117-108.
Whoa. Boston with problems. Knicks the same at this point. Turnovers.
Oh, Tucker slapped at Pressey and then grabbed him as they went down. It appears that they're all right.
Foul by Trent Tucker. That's his second personal.
Is this a breakaway foul? Don Nelson is asking that question.
Well, main thing is that, look at it again, that Pressey doesn't get hurt. Bucks don't need another injury at this point. Starting to set up for the playoffs.
There's an argument there for...
Yeah.
It's a 2-shot foul. And I don't think Pressey was shooting, so... Apparently, Lee Jones agreed. Pressey is 2 of 3 from the line tonight. 78-44. 34 points, the Bucks lead. Quench your thirst with a Miller Lite. There's only 1 light beer.
2-man game now.
New York sloppy with the ball. Let's pause 5 seconds for station identification. You're on the Milwaukee Bucks Television Network.
You're watching the Bucks and the Knicks here on Super 18 WVTV Milwaukee.
Henderson tries to do it himself, and the shot won't go for him. Lucas to Pierce, and the Bucks are back in that transition game. Ricky Pierce has 22 points. Keep in mind now his season and career highs, 32 points.
Well, the Knicks really look awful, and we've got to credit much of that with the Milwaukee Bucks defense and with what the Bucks are doing. But when the Knicks are getting the shot, Jim, they can't make it go.
John Lucas commits the foul and had a Quick word for Dick Bavetta. Bernard King back into the game for Gerald Wilkins. King has just 2 points. He hit his second field goal attempt of the game back in the first period. The Bucks are shooting well, 31 of 51. They have out-rebounded. Well, I should say now they're down in rebounds, 28 to 26. That has changed. Sikma off the glass. Cummings gets moved out. That's a loose ball foul.
I think Cummings did the moving. That's why the foul's on TC over the back of Cartwright. Cartwright didn't handle the double team well on their rotation passes. They're just not hitting the right people, the Knicks.
Cummings has 3 fouls, and the Bucks have 3 in the period. Jack Sikma has 7 rebounds so far tonight. And he has 11 points, so he needs 3 boards for another double-double. King rolls it off the iron. And the foul is on Sikma, his 3rd. The 4th team foul on the Bucks. The Knicks have just 1 team foul here in the period. Bernard King shooting his first free throw in an NBA game in well over 2 years.
Well, they're going to Bernard in the post-up to try to get him into the action. It may take him a little time to settle down and get the sharpness back. Doesn't have many games to do it in, however, because the Knicks are not going to postseason play.
Philadelphia and Chicago, John, going into overtime in a low-scoring game, 86-86. That's crucial to the Bucks. Ricky Pierce continues to light up the Garden tonight, 24 points. The magic number for the Bucks to clinch the 4th spot in the playoffs is 2. A win here by them tonight, which looks imminent, and a loss by Philadelphia would sew it up. Cartwright can't get the bounce. Cummings gets the rebound. We'll keep our ear on that one for you, Philadelphia and Chicago. Back for Sikma, and he is fouled by Cartwright. We also have another Brewer update from Arlington. The Brewers lead 10-3 in the bottom of the 4th inning.
And New York has 3 team fouls.
A lot of pluses for the Milwaukee teams tonight.
For New York, placing Gerald Henderson. Jack Sikma, shooting 2.
Bob Hill pondering, what would you do in his situation? Take a long walk off a short pier or come up with something? Hey,
short term or long term?
They have had they have constantly had people in street clothes on their bench, and look at it right now. It's been this way all season long.
It was like that all year last year too.
Yeah.
Decimated by injuries.
Well, as we know in Milwaukee, there's nothing you can do to control that.
Sikma, 3 of 4 from the line, 13 points for Jack.
Boston experiencing it this year, and look what's happening to their season. Maybe it won't be Boston long way this year. Milwaukee.
McNeely. Well, I asked you short-term or long-term about Hill because there has been a lot of talk around here. Rick Pitino, the Providence coach and former NBA assistant.
I think Bob Hill's done a very commendable job. TC outside.
Terry has 17 points on the long J, 86-46, 40 points now.
However, I would expect a change here.
I would too, and apparently Pitino does very well at Providence. It is. There's Tucker with a long shot. He has 10 points. It is apparent to some that this is one of the few places where Pitino would be afforded. He makes a good living at Providence with his shoe contract. Sikma fouled heavily by Cartwright. 14 fouls on the Knicks.
Excellent pass inside from Lucas to Jack Sikma, and he had Cartwright beaten well. Then when he shows him the fake, Cartwright knows I'm had. I got to be sure he doesn't get 3 on me.
Another man who has taken the heat lately is Scotty Sterling, the general manager of the Knicks.
Well, this is not the team or the town to be in when things are going badly, because there will be a high visibility from the media.
One of the writers here quoted a fan asking, where is Scotty Sterling? He's been out of town. And the fan said, well, he can't be scouting because the CBA season is over.
Whoa.
The last time Scotty Sterling was at a game apparently was February 2nd. And so he's taking heat for being gone. He's taking heat for the injuries. He's taking heat for the losses. Eddie Lee Wilkins can't get the shot to fall. The Bucks come away with it. Lucas, he'll work with Pierce. They're going alone. There's John Lucas behind the back and off the glass. 13 for Luke.
That's showtime, Luke, when he does that. Beautiful behind the back, and he can go to the right, shoot that fall-away jumper extremely well. And how do you defend it?
Lee Jones sees a foul, and they'll keep it on this end. Randy Brewer will come in now for the Bucks.
Need a timeout.
We have a foul. No, it's an illegal defense call. I believe. Yes, against John Lucas. And so Sparrow will go to the line. There's Lucas on the other end. Showtime, as John said.
He uses the glass extremely well, and that kind of a shot, you must go to the backboard.
Rory Sparrow hits that technical free throw. And that is Sparrow's first point tonight. 89-49. I don't know if we need to even keep track of the Bucks' biggest lead. As far as I can tell, it's been 41 points. It's substantial.
Well, I thought they could really be on an emotional high here tonight with Bernard, that man who's going to the line, coming back tonight. However, the Bucks have just been too good. They've overcome that.
How do you assess the talent on this New York team? Some tell you, if you take away the injuries, if they're all healthy,
Bernard,
you have a very good team. Well, Bernard, yes.
You include Bernard in that. Let's say they're all healthy with Bernard.
Let's talk about next year potentially with the Knicks.
I think it's a nice team. I still don't think they're as strong at guard as many teams. That's why they brought Wilkins in, or Henderson in. I think they have a bit of a weakness there, but a very good basketball team in terms of talent.
Tough place to play, too, John. If you move this team, let's just talk theoretically now. If you could move this talent somewhere where it was a little more quiet, where the media attention wasn't quite so harsh and quite so focused.
From that standpoint, I see, yes.
A little better atmosphere somewhere else. There's Bernard King, and the crowd comes to its feet. King has 5 in the game. 2 field goals, and he is 1 of 4 from the line, and he'll go back there.
Well, Bernard gets the drop. Now watch, if you see the rest of it, he fades away and he runs into official Dick Bavetta and hits him in the face, shakes him up just for a little bit. Bernard went after him to be sure he was all right. He's a very sensitive guy.
2 on Pressey.
He cannot hit the free throws. The shot's not there.
1 of 5 from the line tonight. In for Brewer. On the jam and the foul. Fouled by Eddie Lee Wilkins. The Bucks very crisp on that pass.
Now, see, there's a situation where the Bucks beat him again. Wilkins not aware. Look, he needs to know where Brewer is. He's right behind him. How do you miss him? And he's under the basket. And then he compounds the problem by committing the foul, which is not necessary. He shouldn't have done that.
Bob Hill wants a timeout. Don Nelson has to love this one. We'll be right back on the Bucks Television Network.
If you had all the experience of yesterday, with all the skill and innovation of today, you couldn't lose.
Edwin Moses, USA. How low can you go?
Ever since Pick and Save invented low pricing, others have tried to get as low as us. Unfortunately, their selection went down. With others, their level of service dropped. Still others fell short on quality and friendliness. But at Pick and Save, we've kept our prices low without sacrificing a high degree of quality, selection, service, and friendliness. And that puts us head and shoulders above the rest. Pick and Save. When it comes to price, we're talking low.
Your Metro Milwaukee Chrysler Plymouth dealers sell cars with one thought in mind, to be the best. So we offer programs like Chrysler's new 770 Protection Plan, with 7 years or 70,000-mile protection on engine, powertrain, and turbo, and 7 years or 100,000 miles on outer body rust-through. But that's not all. We've also got big cash rebates of up to $1,500. Now that's the way to sell cars. So don't hesitate. See your Metro Milwaukee Chrysler Plymouth dealer today. We're the best.
The Bucks are ahead 91-52, 4:44 remaining in the third period at Madison Square Garden, and John Steinmiller has unearthed a pertinent fact tonight. The fewest points allowed by the Bucks this year, 84, John, the 2nd of January at Cleveland, and they could beat that tonight. The Knicks are still 32 points away from 84. Randy Brewer is at the line. You know, getting back to the point about Scotty Sterling being in the CBA looking for players, it's obvious that he has had to look for players somewhere with the injuries.
That's right.
Eddie Lee Wilkins comes away with the rebound. Don Nelson has spent some time in the CBA. I mean, let's be fair on this, too, because you have to find players, which is going to lead me to talk to you about expansion in a moment. The foul is on Hodges. He has 4.
And the Knicks staying in that two-man game, wanting to get Bernard a lot of action in the paint. They might as well get something positive out of it, meaning getting Bernard into the comfortable flow of their offense, and he's good inside.
If it's this hard to find replacement players, some might question the wisdom of expansion. How do you feel about that? I don't mean that to be a loaded question.
I'm not sure I should say how I feel about that completely. I think expansion is important in most any business, as you look at any business situation, and it has certainly been effective over the years for the NBA, not only for the players, but for the league in general. But I think it certainly does have an effect on the league as far as the watering down process. It's not if you bring in one team, but as you bring 3 in, possibly over the next 3 years, it's going to affect the depth of the talent to some extent, and it will take it a while, as it did in the last expansions, to possibly build that back up.
King with the rebound. Rory Sparrow. Quick shot. He'll get it back with a fresh 24. King, a 3. King has 7 points tonight. He has not hit a real high percentage of his shots. Cummings to the glass, right-handed.
And the Bucks continue to get layups on their defense off their transition basketball, fast break basketball.
They started with a fast break game, and it continues. Cummings has 19 points. That expansion problem, if you will, is interesting because it's a double-edged sword as Eddie Lee Wilkins is fouled by Cummings underneath. You want to bring the game to as many areas of the country as possible because it's such a great game.
Well, and there's tremendous interest. Look how many cities want an expansion team, and they want an NBA team. From a player standpoint, expansion is outstanding also because what it will do, it will give more players jobs. As you can see, Wilkins misses the first. It gives more players jobs, and it will extend the career of a number of players. It will give them more time, more opportunity to play on more different teams, obviously, as the new teams start to build from the bottom to a great extent. And the way they will do it, each team will protect 8 players, and then they will be allowed to pick the remaining players that are not protected to build the new teams. And they will be given positions in the draft as well. Bernard.
Tucker.
An assist by Bernard. Nelly, what's time?
A long 2-point shot. John, the foul a minute ago was on Pressey, not on Cummings. So Paul Pressey has 3 fouls, and we have a timeout. We'll be back. You're on the Bucks Television Network.
93-57.
You can experience the sensations of winning Bucks basketball next season. Season tickets guarantee you'll have one of the best seats in the house for every Bucks home game through the playoffs. Call or visit the Bucks ticket office for more information.
Gloria
Gloria K.
Gloria K Uniforms, Wisconsin's leading professional uniform store, will trade you. Save 20% on everything in the store, including sale merchandise, when you trade in your old uniform. Gloria K's fantastic trade-in sale. No one but Gloria K gives you more for your uniform dollar, day in and day out.
Gloria K. Uniforms. When it comes to uniforms, every day in every way, you're better at Gloria K.
Passbook rates are falling at Marine, Republic, M&I, North Shore, First Interstate, and many others. They've lowered rates even to long-time loyal customers. That really hurts. Don't leave your passbook savings trapped at a low rate. Move your money to where it's more appreciated, to First Financial. Earn the most and get a free AM/FM clock radio. Only at First Financial.
Philadelphia has beaten Chicago in overtime tonight, 98-96, so the Bulls unable to help the Bucks clinch that fourth spot in the playoffs. If the Bucks win here, and that looks obvious at this point, but there's still quite a bit of time left, the Bucks will have a magic number of 1 to clinch that spot. A win by the Bucks or a loss by Philadelphia will put the Bucks firmly in the fourth spot heading into the playoffs. Indiana has beaten Washington 115-101, so that is tightening between Philadelphia and Washington. Cummings hits another smooth jump shot. Terry has 21 points. And Atlanta, John, has beaten Detroit 101-99. And earlier we told you that New Jersey beat Boston 117-108. It seems strange to be in the East and be able to give you that many scores. Sparrow hits everything before it drops for him. Sparrow has 3 points in the game.
Well, with Atlanta victory, it should give them the crown this season. That was a big game between Detroit and Atlanta tonight.
What a turnaround that franchise has made, and what a turnover.
Huh.
What another turnover.
Huh.
Tucker.
Now that's optimum. You throw the ball to the green team, and then you make up for it with a steal and a three-pointer. Trent just came by and looked up at the ceiling, went wrong.
You know, if you look at that play in its entirety, it was pretty nicely done, wasn't it? Not a bad bit of ball movement.
Maybe he planned that, and Haji quiets him down.
Hodges with 4.
Trent, he still can't believe he said, man, I just threw that to them, and I made up for it.
Under 2 minutes to go. Third period, the Bucks up 97-61. 36 points. It's been more than that.
That's a foul on Bernard King, I believe, in the post-up with the elbow.
It is his first in over 2 years. Everything Bernard King does tonight is his first in over 2 years.
Well, he was so mysterious also. The media for the first year and a half didn't even hear from him. They didn't know where he was. They didn't know what he was doing. He was behind closed doors working out. So he really kept them in suspense for a long time until just the last few months.
Well, as you'd expect in New York, you can't be injured for 2 years and not get questioned and criticized. Some people wonder if it should have taken this long to get back.
Oh, man, from that type of injury, he's lucky to be back.
Tucker with his third foul. Paul Pressey now is 3 of 5 from the line. It's always fun to come in and read the papers here because you never know what you're going to see. Pressey has 8 points.
You never know that when you walk around the streets either here.
Well, we got out this afternoon.
Oh, yeah. Think about this town, the sun can be out and you'll never know it with all these buildings.
Sparrow.
2-pointer.
Sparrow with 5, 98-60. The Bucks lead by 38. 15,852 at the Garden tonight for the return of Bernard King. And they're not happy because they're watching the Bucks dominate Cummings.
Oh, what a fine play. He was actually bumped and falling away with good strength and control.
Terry Cummings has 23 points.
It's important as a player, and young players should remember this, to develop your strength as a player. That was a situation where it comes through.
King works against Pressey. The shot is short.
Press doing a job.
An outstanding job defensively tonight by Paul Pressey. Sigma back into the ball game now for Terry Cummings. Terry sits down with 23 points, 10 of those coming here in the third period. 40 seconds left to go. Excuse me.
It's normally very difficult to block Bernard's shot because he gets up high and he jumps quickly, but Press has done a good job in that area. The Bucks wanted a quick shot, so they would get it back again. That's why Pressey takes that one and Brew gets it back.
What happened to the Knicks? They were headed back up the floor, and Brewer just jammed it down. He has 9 points.
Well, that's been a problem for the Knicks all night. They've been terrible defensively.
They're a poor rebounding team, the last in the league. In that category, they only pulled down 46% of the available rebounds, and it showed on that last jam by Brewer. Another turnover. A three-point shot. It won't go for Pressey, and time runs out. That's the end of the third period at Madison Square Garden in New York. The Bucks are coasting 102-63. We'll be back with the final 12 minutes. You're on the Bucks Television Network.
On Monday, I want to McDLT. Jim got Indiana Avenue.
Tuesday, I want a Coca-Cola. Jimmy,
Illinois Avenue.
the game Monopoly has come to life at McDonald's. Win food, vacations, $1 million. Collect the right game pieces or win instantly.
Today, fries.
Jimmy,
Kentucky Avenue. And a Lincoln Town Car.
Do not pass go. Go directly to McDonald's.
When it comes to financial decisions, businesses of every size need competent guidance. That's why you need a bank with strong business ties. The Marine offers business banking at its best, with the confidence and skill to help business of any size get headed in the right direction. At the Marine, the resources are here. The expertise is here. Your future is here.
Finding out you're underinsured is one business risk you can avoid with a business policy from American Family Insurance. A plan can be specially designed to protect your property, income, and liability. That's complete protection. American Family Business Insurance. We're in business to keep you in business.
American Family Insurance.
Look in the white or yellow pages for the American Family agent nearest you.
Draft beer. It's always been the smoothest, freshest beer around. Poured straight from the tap. And now, there's a true draft beer in a bottle. Miller Genuine Draft. It's not heat pasteurized like most bottled beers. It's cold filtered for real draft smoothness. Ask for Miller Genuine Draft. The Miller with the black label. It's beer at its best.
It's time for the WVTV Super 18 Miller Lite fourth quarter shootout. Tonight, Audrey Todd of Milwaukee thinks Ricky Pierce will score the first point in the fourth quarter. Ricky Pierce is not in the game. John, pick a winner for Audrey Todd of Milwaukee.
I'll take Jack Sikma.
All right, Jack Sikma. He won it last time. Jack Sikma. How about a 19-inch color television set, Jack? All right, Audrey Todd of Milwaukee. Thank you, John. Audrey thanks you. Audrey Todd will win a 19-inch color television set.
Just send me money. Send me money. You're welcome. No, go.
And the Bucks warm-up jacket.
I've won about 4 of those this year.
You have done a good job. Walker missing.
Can I get the television or the... Yeah.
Jump ball. We'll have a jump ball here. The color television set by Audrey Todd, won by Audrey Todd, courtesy of Super 18 Milwaukee, and the warm-up jacket, of course, courtesy of Miller Lite. For great taste in beer, there's only one light beer. Miller Lite, and for great Bucks basketball, Super 18 Milwaukee. Dudley Bradley scores his first 2 of the game, 106-63.
Audrey, that's all right. I don't want to use the television 6 months a year. You can keep it all 12.
That's great. We have had back-to-back winners in our fourth quarter shootout the other night in Washington. Tonight here at the Garden, Dudley Bradley picks up a foul, the first team foul on the Bucks. In the third period, the Bucks shot 61%, John, 14 of 23, and the Knicks were 47% from the floor. The Bucks outscored the Knicks by 13 in that third period, 34-21, to lead by 39 after 3.
The Bucks have been sizzling from the field throughout.
72% in the first period, 61% in the third. The Knicks keep the ball. Walker off the glass, in and out. And we have another foul on Dudley Bradley. That'll be his second and the team's second here in the fourth.
That's his second personal foul on Bucks' second team foul.
Well, 4 games remaining after tonight, all at home. Saturday night, tomorrow night against Cleveland. Limited supply of tickets available, but they are available. Then Monday against Chicago, single seats only. That's, of course, Michael Jordan. Then Wednesday against Philadelphia, and that will be Dr. J's last regular season visit to Milwaukee. He'll be in for the playoffs. Single seats for that one. And then Saturday against Detroit, April 18th. Single seats only, and that's the final game of the season.
Walker 2 of 4 from the line, and he has 4 points in the game. Hodges. (106-64). That's nicely done into Walker from Henderson. Walker has 6 in the game.
Blocked. And that's typical of the night for New York.
Another turnover. The Knicks have been sloppy tonight. We understand the Brewers now lead 10-4 in the 6th inning at Arlington. Again, we'll have our first Brewer telecast on Super 18 tomorrow night, and of course on many of these stations along the network. Reynolds goes to the hole. Brewer gets it back. A little right-handed hook shot, and Randy has 11 points.
Another turnover by the Knicks, and I would like to know tonight on a chart, if we had it, how many shots the Bucks have had percentage-wise inside the paint, just like this one. A phenomenal number.
Walker fouls Sikma. Nice pass that time. Hodges in for Jack.
Fouled by Kenny Walker. That's his
Jim, I have some information here for Bucks home playoff games. Tickets for the Milwaukee Bucks' first home playoff game will go on sale to the general public this Thursday, April 16th at 9 a.m., the club announced today. Tickets will be sold from the Milwaukee Arena entrance located mid-block on North 4th Street. Tickets will be sold at that location. Ticketron will not handle sales.
So just at the arena.
That's correct. Just at the arena. Tickets for Game A, the first home game of the NBA playoffs, first round best-of-5 series, will be sold. Tickets are priced at $15 and $10 each. Tickets will be on sale Thursday and Friday from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. or while the supply lasts. No phone or mail orders will be accepted for Game A playoff tickets. Ticket purchases may be paid for in cash or charged to American Express, MasterCard, Visa, but no checks will be accepted.
All right. Sikma hit both free throws on the 5th foul by Walker. The Knicks can't convert, and the Bucks come right back offensively. 110-66. Dudley Bradley. The Knicks get it. Can they hold on to it? Henderson in for Walker. He works around Brewer.
Continuation.
Here's the shot. And he was fouled. Walker has 8 with a chance to make it 9 points in the game. Let's take another look.
Well, rookie Walker's had a pretty good year. They feel he's developed very nicely. He has excellent skills, and there's an example of those skills. He's a player that can certainly get up in the air. You might consider him a big forward. However, I think he's a little bit in between the big and small forward positions.
9 points in the game. Brewer has 5 fouls, 3 team fouls on the Bucks with 9 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Kenny Walker has been hot lately, John. 46 points in his last 2 games.
Right.
Tonight he has just 9.
Tough night for their entire team.
Henderson, Jerome Henderson, turns it over on the walk.
Jerome Henderson, ladies and gentlemen, is not listed in your program. He is wearing number 40, Jerome Henderson.
It has just been announced that Jerome Henderson is not listed in the program. Jerome, of course, out of the CBA, playing with Pensacola this season.
CBA finals going on right now.
And Rockford is in the final.
That's a three-pointer.
No good, and the Bucks will get it. Hodges looks up court. Jerry Reynolds was down there, but he had a lot of white-shirted Knicks around him. Hodges just puts it up and in.
Boy, the Knicks defense just not reacting at all.
Hodges has 7 in the game. This has been a long, long night for the New York Knicks. And Bob Hill, who wants a timeout with 8:17 to go at the Garden. We'll be right back on the Bucks Television Network.
Being an umpire was easy. Ball, strike, safe, you're out. But buying a new muffler, now that's a tough call. Unless you go to the CarX Exhaust Extravaganza. Right now, just $29.95 buys a quality CarX muffler with a lifetime guarantee. Just $29.95. At that price, it isn't just a deal, it's a steal. The $29.95 CarX Exhaust Extravaganza. Because CarX cares.
True Value Hardware, it's more than a name.
The Stanley Power Lock 2 is the rugged 20-foot measuring tape that's easy to take with you. It features a lifeguard blade, a power lock, and handy stud marking. In April, the Stanley Power Lock 2 is just $6.99 as the True Value Extra. Look for the banner at participating True Value hardware stores and home centers.
Now's the time to make a smart move on a new Olds, because Oldsmobile now offers new 3.9 annual percentage rate GMAC financing on every Delta 88, Cutlass Sierra, Cutlass Supreme, Olds Calais, and Forenza. 3.9%. That's smart. Or get as much as $1,200 cash back direct from Olds, depending on the options you buy. That's smart too. The choice is yours. No matter how you look at it, you're going to save money on a brand new Olds. Now that's the smartest move of all.
We think Total Care is a great health decision.
We have over 1,000 doctors to choose from.
And we'll probably never pay for covered services.
We are back in New York. The Bucks have a big lead, 112-69 over the Knicks. Celebrate that lead. Grab yourself a Miller Lite. Remember, there's only one light beer. That's Miller Lite. Gerald Henderson does it himself. Off the glass, Henderson has 9 points.
And the Bucks lead 112-71.
Well, we certainly haven't seen that tenacious defense and trapping defense, especially full court, three-quarter court, that the Knicks are capable of at times. We haven't seen it tonight.
Brewer goes up with Brad Wright. The scoreboard said 112 to 101. They're having a few problems with it here. It's 112 to 71. Brad Wright and Randy Brewer will jump. Randy has 4 inches on Brad Wright.
And stole the tip, so that will be New York ball.
7:52 to go. Well, they announced a moment ago. Yeah, how about that? 171. There you go. Ball rejected by Jerome Henderson. They announced a few moments ago the Mets score, and Darryl Strawberry had his 3rd home run in 3 days, and that
they loved it.
Brought out the crowd here. They call him Straw Belter. He's on a hot streak. So are the Bucks. Jerry Reynolds. Ball knocked out of bounds. Bill Martin is in the game now for the Knicks. Randy Brewer walked with it as he got Brad Wright up in the air. You'll see Bill Martin. He wears number 26. He was a 2nd-round pick in '85 by the Pacers. He had a career high against the Bucks. Here they come, the Bucks. Reynolds, nice work protecting the ball from Henderson. And he lays it in off the glass for Jerry's first 2 points. And it's 114-71.
Henderson with a lot of turnovers also.
Can the Bucks hold the Knicks under 84? That's their low opponent total of the year. Cleveland was held to 84. Gerald Wilkins having a quiet night. Only 4 points.
73.
Brewer on the left block, posting up against Wright. Nice move into the paint, and he scores with a soft jump shot. And Randy Brewer has 13. The Bucks' record will improve to 47-31 with a win. And they'll be 18-23 on the road. Wilkins is short. Brad Wright has it off the glass.
Rome with the foul.
That's a foul, no goaltending, so.
Help me out here for a moment, Jim. I'm thinking one of the NBA coaches, and I can't recall who it is. I thought he said, and this score reminds me of it, when there are nights like this going from the Knicks standpoint, as a coach, I should have the right to just call the game off. Say, hey.
Oh, that was George Karl. He said every coach should have the right to go to midcourt 5 times a year.
And just say,
and have
cancel.
Have a big gong and say, tonight's the night, and hit the gong and say, oh, let's go home.
Yeah, I'm not sure the fans would love that. And that wouldn't, of course, be the best way to approach things, but this would be one of those nights for Bob Hill.
Bang the gong. Yeah. Randy Brewer bangs the jam. Randy has 15 points tonight. His season high is 18. His career high is 19. So Randy Brewer has a shot at both of those with 5:56 remaining. Another turnover ahead for Hodges from Bradley. Oh, a nice little pass, but Reynolds can't control it. Wilkins has it. It's a little bit of showtime now for the reserves, isn't it, John? They'll try to put up some points here and show the coach they can play. Brad Wright showing Bob Hill he can do a few things. 6 points for Wright. His first field goal in the 4th.
Jim, when Dudley Bradley's out there and you're on the other club, you better always be aware of where he is, because he'll strike at you so quickly and force those turnovers off the steals.
Randy Brewer hitting that little flipper again. 17 for Brewer. He's 1 away from his season high.
The flipper shot, huh?
And 2 away from his
We'll call that the dolphin job.
All right, that's a dolphin shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dudley Bradley almost picked off one there. Came in with 98 steals. A defensive wizard, Dudley Bradley. Reynolds was on the sideline. Out of bounds, turnover. The Bucks have committed 10 turnovers, and we have the Knicks for 19 in the game.
They average 17.
At least 19 in the game.
Some
Farrell
forced.
No, they have given a few away tonight. Dudley Bradley comes away with it. Reynolds.
Jerry playing in front of Mom here.
Jerry Reynolds has played just 7 minutes in the last 4 games. He did not play against Washington. And tonight he has 4. Well, there's another timeout. They're winding it down. 4:27 to go. The Bucks will win this one. And you'll watch it right here on the Bucks Television Network.
Leisure Living Center is having a trade-in sale. Upgrade your pool. This weekend only, trade in your old pool, spa, or pool table and receive a generous allowance off the swimming pool of your dreams. Give us a picture of your trade-in, and we'll give you a generous allowance off a brand new quality Esther Williams swimming pool, the best pools in the industry. Financing will be available. Look outside at your old pool. Now you can trade it in. This weekend only at Leisure Living Center, 99th and Capitol and South 108th and Greenfield.
At Booth, we're very fussy about freshness. The fresh-tasting ingredients in our new frozen seafood entrees. The spinach in new Filets Florentine. Tangy tart lemon in fillets with lemon butter. Each tender mushroom in fillets with mushroom sauce. The cheddar cheese in fillets au gratin. And of course, Booth is very fussy about the fish in our new frozen seafood entrees. At Booth, we're so fussy about fish, we catch our own.
It's a fantastic deal. I got a name brand suit at a discount price, plus I got a free sport coat.
I'm here at the Great Cons giveaway talking to customers about an extraordinary offer. A free sport coat with every suit and free slacks with every sport coat.
I got this sport coat for $99 and a $35 pair of slacks free. You can't beat it.
The Great Cons giveaway. It's on now for a limited time, only at Cons.
Make it Cons.
The Great Cons giveaway is on now.
In just a few minutes, we'll be naming the Miller Lite Super 18 Player of the Game. A $100 donation will be made to the MAC Fund in the name of tonight's most valuable Buck. The Bucks are going to win 122-75.
Gerald
That's a goaltending.
Yeah, he gets the basket.
Jerome Henderson rejecting.
Wilkins can light you up pretty good. He's had an outstanding year. Uh-oh, we have a fight in the stands.
On the far side. On the floor, the Knicks come away with it, and there's a foul called on Brad Wright. And that problem in the stands is spreading.
Whoa. One guy throw beer on another guy, and two people chase two people out of there fairly aggressively. Forget what I was saying.
And, yeah, me too. Wright was not guilty of the foul. He was fouled by Dudley Bradley, and that puts the Knicks in the bonus with 4:02 to play.
There was a fight the last time we were here.
Wright has had a rough night at the free throw line. He is 3 of 8 with 7 points in the game.
I was talking about Gerald Wilkins. He's had just a great year, and he's a very explosive offensive player. Three-pointer by Hodges, but the Bucks have done a great job of keeping him silent tonight, as well as the entire Knicks team, and one more turnover by the Knicks.
And that's at least 20 turnovers. It's been that kind of a night. The Bucks continue to roll it up, 124 to 78. And Wilkins hits another one. He has 8 points in the game. Reynolds is fouled by Gerald Wilkins on the reach around, so Jerry will go to the line.
The Bucks have done a great job all night long of spreading the court, isolating people, not allowing their defense to be effective at all. And again, remember, at times, over this last season, the Knicks defense has been very good and has been good at trapping and forcing some turnovers, which ignites people like Wilkins on the break. Or now that Bernard King is back, he has always been outstanding in fast break basketball.
There's Bernard. Jerry Reynolds has 5 in the game, and he's 2 of 2 from the line now with 6 points, 126 to 80. The Bucks lead by 46, and John, this will be their largest margin of victory, perhaps. There's an air ball right to Dudley Bradley. Their previous largest margin is 39 against the Knicks. Jerome Henderson is rejected in his attempt to make a spin move and a basket. Rejected by Bill Martin. Henderson hits over Martin. Jerome has 4 points.
Of course, every time he gets an opportunity to play, it's very important to him, not only to show the Bucks what he can do, but anyone else that might be watching. He wants a permanent job in the NBA.
That's Rory Sparrow. Rory has 7. Well, Jerome Henderson is rolling up NBA and
look at that.
Season highs. Reynolds finds some room and does his job. 8 points.
Now, see, Jerome set that up because he saw the opportunity to go over and just set a good pick for Jerry, who took advantage of it. Two-man game.
130 to 82. If the Knicks score, it'll be 84 points, and that will match the Bucks' lowest allowed point total of 84. The foul is on Henderson. He has 2 now. Both teams are in the bonus.
Bill Martin on the line, shooting 2.
Bill Martin shooting 2. He's a 50% free throw shooter. .209 to go, 130 to 84.
Knicks, a small team.
Ricky Pierce carried the scoring load for the Bucks in the first half with 16 points.
Oh, did he do a job?
He has 24 in the game. Terry Cummings has 23 in the game, 10 of those in the third period. Don't count that basket.
The Bucks trying to isolate Henderson on Martin. 2 young players trying to vie for playing time in the NBA.
The foul on Martin.
That's just the 4th team foul by the Knicks, so the Bucks will be in the bonus on their next.
Henderson walked before the shot. Don't count it. Under 2 minutes now. 1:47 to go at the Garden. New York's trouble continues. Sparrow for 3. No. Jerome Henderson gets tangled up with Brad Wright. Wright comes away with it. And he scores, so the Knicks avoid being held to the lowest number of points by the Bucks this season. They have 86 now. Cleveland still has that distinction. The pass from Henderson to Brewer is picked off by Brad Wright. Not a great dribbler. The ball is rejected by Bradley.
I wasn't sure Wright would make it all the way with the ball.
I didn't either. Kind of lumbering up there, didn't he?
Yes.
Wright has 11 points. Well, he's a big man. He doesn't have to dribble too much. He's 6'11". What do we expect, right? Henderson on the walk again.
That's a turnover. That should be Bucks ball. I think Sparrow kicked it out of bounds. Knicks very careless. Just.
Have you ever seen 15,852 people evaporate so quickly?
Yes, a few times over the years.
Randy Brewer has matched his career high. Dudley Bradley gets it back and lays it off the iron. Dudley Bradley can't buy one, no matter how many chances he gets. Tucker carried the ball, no whistle. Yeah. Wilkins, he had it on his hip, didn't he?
Sure did.
Step and a half.
Hip pass.
Tucker, that's a 3. Trent Tucker has 17 in the game, getting some points at garbage time here. 30 seconds to go.
Tucker with the steal, Reynolds with the deflection.
This game is interesting, if nothing else, for its futility at this point. Brad Wright off the glass. Wright has 13 points. 9 of those in the fourth. 15 seconds to go, mercifully, for the New York Knicks. Yeah. 132-93. And right now, this one will match the greatest margin of victory. Sparrow, no. So, the New York Knicks are 39-point victims twice this season against the Milwaukee Bucks. March 24th and April 10th. 132-93. We'll be back in just a moment. You're on the Bucks Television Network.
Shopping for proven automotive value? The leading consumer magazine believes in Toyota, and so do satisfied Toyota owners.
We're a 4 Toyota family. 4 of us going in 4 different directions. I suppose if we had another child, they'd also have a Toyota.
Now your Toyota dealer wants to make a believer out of you with great deals on a good selection of cars, trucks, and vans. Come on over to Toyota now for value you can believe in.
I'd recommend Toyota to my best friend.
And a great deal. Who could ask for anything more?
You can experience the sensations of winning Bucks basketball next season. Season tickets guarantee you'll have one of the best seats in the house for every Bucks home game through the playoffs. Call or visit the Bucks ticket office for more information.
You guys were easy last year. Whoa, come on, admit it. You cheated. Cheated? Us? That guy was a ringer. No, that guy was a monster. Besides, much good for your complexion.
Hey, and don't forget, we let you share our beer. Remember? That draft beer was unbelievable.
That it was. Sure was.
Drinking Miller Genuine Draft will remind you of the best beer you ever had, because it's cold filtered for real draft smoothness. It's beer at its best.
Lou? Here's money right.
Jim Paskey back at the Garden in New York. Madison Square Garden, where the Bucks have beaten the New York Knicks 132-93. It's time to announce the Miller Lite Super 18 Player of the Game. Tonight our choice is Ricky Pierce for his work in the first half. $100 will be donated in Rick's name to the MAC Fund. And remember, at the end of the regular season, we will select the Bucks Player of the Year, who will receive the Miller Lite Super 18 Player of the Year trophy. $1,000 will be donated in his name to the MAC Fund. So congratulations to Ricky Pierce, tonight's Miller Lite Super 18 player of the game. Ricky Pierce leading 5 Bucks in double figures tonight with 24 points. And Ricky Pierce had a great first half. 16 of those points in the first half. Terry Cummings, 23 tonight. Randy Brewer, 19. Jack Sikma had 18 points. John Lucas with 13 points. On the other side for the New York Knicks, Trent Tucker, 17 points. Bill Cartwright, 14. And Brad Wright had 13 points. Tucker and Wright scoring a lot of points tonight during garbage time. The Bucks are 47-31, 18-23 on the road. And the New York Knicks slumped to 24-53. They are now 18-21 here at the Garden. Bernard King making his comeback after 2 years. 7 points for Bernard King. We'll be right back with our post-game show in just a moment. After this message, this is Milwaukee Bucks basketball.
Milwaukee Bucks basketball, a live presentation of Super 18 Sports. Tonight's game has been brought to you by Miller Genuine Draft, cold filtered for real draft smoothness. It's beer at its best. By McDonald's, it's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's. By the Metro Milwaukee Chrysler Plymouth dealers, driving to be the best. By Pick and Save, when it comes to price, we're talking low. By the Milwaukee area Goodyear dealers, the top brand in Milwaukee. And by the Milwaukee Metro Ford dealers, your quality headquarters. Watch for Bucks playoff basketball coming soon to Super 18. This has been Milwaukee Bucks basketball, a presentation of WVTV, your Milwaukee Sports Connection.
Ray Harrah, the king of Nissans, is slashing prices on every new car and truck. Forget list prices. Prices are being slashed on every Sentra, Stanza, and Maxima. The king is slashing prices on Pulsars, 200 SXs and Zs. He's slashing prices and offering special 3.9% financing on trucks. Hundreds of models for immediate delivery. Prices start at a low $64.24. The king is slashing prices because nobody sells Nissans for less than Ray Harrah's Silver Spring Nissan, home of price slashing deals. 1500 West Silver Spring, Milwaukee.
Nature knows no shortcuts. Perfection takes time. So we give nature the time to make old-style beer perfect. With the slow, expensive method of double brewing called krausening for smoothness and drinkability. Nature's way takes much longer. But after all, there are no shortcuts to being the best. Heileman's Old Style, America's best brewed premium beer.
This commercial is an opportunity for those who haven't seen the latest Saab, the 9000, to finally get a good look at one. Time's up.
See your Milwaukee area Saab dealer and discover the new Saab 9000.
The Bucks opened up this game in the first quarter and kept right on going. They led by 24 after a period and win tonight 132-93, matching their largest margin of victory of the season. Both 39-point wins this year coming against the New York Knicks. Let's go out to John McLaughlin with our star of the game, 24-point scorer, Ricky Pierce. John?
Okay, Jim, thank you. Rick, what an outstanding game by the Milwaukee Bucks. I don't know if it was a combination of the Bucks being that good and the Knicks that bad tonight, but I happen to think it was the fact that you guys jumped on them so quickly, and with devastating fashion, you got a lot of shots early, and the Bucks really good.
That's exactly what happened. You know, we came out ready to play tonight. We was moving the ball extremely well, and our defense, you know, we was making them do things that they didn't want to do.
You know, Rick, I have no idea how many shots tonight the Bucks got inside the paint, but it must have been a phenomenal number of shots.
I tell you, it was great, you know, just to come out and play at that level. You know, we really played well and we enjoyed the game.
You know, you were getting a lot of opportunity shots early. You hit the jumpers outside, and then you got a lot of layups, and all that came off the defense, didn't it?
Yes, our defense was really doing well. You know, we was helping one another, and we stole the ball quite a bit, and we was getting ourselves in great position to score.
Were you aware of Bernard King out there in regards to it's his first game back? You know the great player that he was and the fans reacting to that. Were you aware of the fact that now we got to keep check with him? Let's don't let him get off tonight.
Well, you have to be aware of Bernard. You know, he's an outstanding ball player, and he played a great ball game tonight considering it's his first game back.
You know, I talked with the coaches before the game, and their attitude is we want to see if we can win 50 games this year. The attitude on the team is really good right now. We're starting to build for the playoffs, and it certainly showed tonight. That confidence is starting to build now, isn't it?
You know, we have guys now thinking about the playoffs. You know, we know that we have to play at a high level. You know, we must be playing together and moving the basketball to compete in the playoffs.
How have the practices been lately? Is Nelly doing anything in practice that you're trying to concentrate in certain areas now?
Well, we have been concentrating on our blockouts. You know, we haven't been blocked. It's important for everyone to get in and block out, you know, especially the guards. We have been going with a small lineup a lot.
You know, as always with the Bucks team, you guys talk about defense, and you know we've had a couple of games in the last week and a half where the defense has been outstanding. Then that was followed by a game or two that it wasn't good, and I know you guys are, you know, if we jump on our defense, everything's going to be all right. Is it something you still spend a lot of the team?
Well, you know, we have to play defense. You know, we've run a small lineup a lot. But the important thing, too, is for us to get the ball out in the open court. You know, when our offense is going, we feel our defense is a lot stronger.
Rick, I want to jump ahead just for a moment. This is our last regular season TV game. We have now 4 home games coming up before the season ends. At this point, it certainly looks like we'll be playing Philadelphia, and if we win one more game, we will have the home court advantage. Look ahead to that series just a little bit. How tough will it be, and how do you see us playing them?
It will be a tough series. You know, they have some great ball players, and they are really playing well at this point. You know, the most important thing is for the Milwaukee Bucks to come out and play well. You know, we feel that we can beat Philly.
So there's not any one thing about Philly's game that concerns you as much as just if the Bucks play their game?
Charles Barkley. Charles is he's an outstanding ball player, but, you know, he's going to get his. You know, the most important thing is for the Milwaukee Bucks to come out and play our game.
Okay, just one more question to you, and this is about you personally. You've had a great year, Rick, and I know you feel good about your year. I think you're up for that 6th man award. I mean, in regards to winning it, I certainly hope you do. You got one vote right here. Have you felt good about this season? Are you pleased with it?
I felt real pleased about this season. You know, the main thing, I've been healthy throughout the whole season, and you know, I just felt good. You know, the vibes have been good, and you know, my wife, she have really been encouraging me to go out and concentrate. You know, I think that's the main thing. She have her encouragement.
Well, let's be sure that it goes on for about another month or 2, right?
I know that's right.
Okay, Ricky Pierce has been here with me. Back to you, Jim.
All right, thank you, John, and thanks to Ricky Pierce. By all indications, network. Our telecast tonight was produced